Taurus, I was trying to capture the groundhog because then I say in Aries reading that we're going to see what the groundhog had to say in Taurus's reading. The groundhog disappeared while I finished up Aries on Patreon, and then as I was getting ready for Taurus, the groundhog reemerged, okay? So definitely you got groundhog spirit energy or a need to dig deeper into some shit, all right? Now we're dealing with the second house. This is Taurus energy. I read for houses. I don't read for the sign, all right? So with the house, we all deal with these houses. That's why I read them. So this is about our values, our resources, you know, our morals, our standards, okay? Our traditions. This is about our beliefs. This is also about our talents here as well, all right? Our worth. This is where it's going down. So we're going to dig into this here. All right. Now with Aries energy, the Ace of Swords was like the biggest deal. All right. That was reversed. So we have to look into the second house as to how someone is viewing or why. Because a lot of times people don't even know that they're living a lie, or they don't know. So this could also be that energy. So I can't say this is why someone... They may feel like there's nothing wrong, okay? So bear with me here. We're going to dig into, you know, we're going to dig into these people who don't know who they are. They think they do, but they don't. We're going to see what's really going on here, all right? So let's see. Now, just to kind of piggyback from the last time I did the reading, which I can't believe it's been a month, but the last time I tapped in for Taurus, you guys were dealing with your mind being elsewhere. Beliefs, values were changing or in the process of changing, okay? So I'm actually glad to see that, because that then kind of makes me have to retract my statement when I was saying that people don't know who the fuck they are, and we're about to dig into who they are. Like, I feel like people are coming to. They're coming to terms. Or they're being challenged, or it's being reflected back to them some way, somehow. Like, it's happening, okay? It's happening. I think it has to do with the Venus that was in Taurus just recently. That could be what that is as well. Yeah, Two of Swords. So yeah, see, I don't know. I feel like people are, I don't know. I feel like people are either in the process or they're going back and forth. It could also be like a denial energy going on, because the Two of Swords is coming out upright. And I was just talking about how, okay, they do know what they do know, but they don't. They don't, but they do. It's like, which is it? I'm feeling like people... When it comes to that Ace of Swords, man, it can be very triggering, you know? You think you're ready to hear the truth. You hear the truth, and then you get triggered. Then you get resistant. Then you get stubborn. Then you become fixed, and then unmoving and unchangeable. Like, you do all these things all because it's kind of like when your body is being attacked with an infection. Your body starts to burn up because it's trying to fight off an infection. People act the same way. It's like when they get triggered, they think that is a infection, and they have to kind of like, they got to kind of burn it up, or they got to kind of do away with it, when that's not really the case. Like, a lot of times I feel like they get discernment and triggering misconstrued. Like, a lot of times people are being triggered. They think that's evil, or they feel like if they're getting triggered, something's wrong. And it's like, then they believe if everything is going right, then everything is, it's like weird. It's really weird, okay? I'm getting the Two of Swords here, which is about a double-minded person. This is about being confused. This is about not knowing. This is about, this is a lower vibration of Libra, justice. This is straddling the fence, going back and forth. This is also lukewarm energy as well. Hot, cold is giving me temperance energy, hot, cold, but there's no balance, okay? So I do feel like people are definitely triggered right now. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to feel. They don't know what to think, okay? And that's usually kind of what happens when you get hit in your face with a truth. You kind of go into flight mode, okay? You go into fight mode. That's kind of how I'm sensing it. So people's values, yeah, Two of Pentacles, that's crazy, are changing. Think like how this also reminds me of like the Two of Cups, which is to me karmic. All right, it's a karmic. It's not chosen energy, lover energy. It's not destined. That's you just trying to make some shit work. That's you trying to exert free will. That's you trying to alchemize some shit. Okay, that's what that is. So this again is that back and forth, back and forth. This is like a boomerang effect. There's really no, it's just the energy is just going back and forth. There's no release, right? So there's no release of confusion. There's no release of, there's no clarity here. You're just going back and forth, or these people are, especially with their values or their beliefs, they're just kind of ping-ponging it back and forth, but there's no solution. That's what I'm getting. There's no solution, and the solution is the Ace of Swords, but somebody is choosing, the people are choosing to be oblivious to the truth, which essentially is them being oblivious to the solution. They don't want to be, because then that requires you kind of being held accountable, and that's, no, people want to avoid that shit. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on in people's morals or standards or values or beliefs right now. They don't want to be held accountable for the actions that they have made, the things that they have done based off of their double-mindedness. A double-minded person is unstable in all their ways. They do not want to be held accountable for their unstable ways, because then that would require them to be accountable for their double-mindedness, and nobody wants to think that they're double-minded. Nobody wants to think, you know, they're fake. No one wants to believe that they don't know what they want, and so they kind of got you yo-yoing. They don't know what they want. And so they're going to lead you the same way. Exactly. 3 of Pentacles is coming out reverse. And I was just saying how there's no release or relief of this energy. You're just going, like the 2 of Pentacles, you're just juggling the same thing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth the same way. There's no solution. Like, add something else in there to, you know, get the energy flow. There's nothing flowing here. All right. 3 of Pentacles, and then the Sun is reverse. So again, the energy is not flowing. It's not in alignment. It's not working, essentially. The Sun card is about energy. And then this, to me, yeah, Hierophant. There's a resistance here. Hierophant energy, Taurus. There's a resistance. That's so crazy how I'm seeing this. So if there's a lot of resistance, Taurus, then obviously the resistance is towards Scorpio energy, which is your opposite, Taurus. So there's resistance towards transformation and change. And I think it came out either in the Aries rune message, or it came out in the crow call that I just posted for you guys on YouTube. Yep, Wheel of Fortune is coming out reversed as well. That's crazy. So this is a refusal to, okay, well, I guess these people thought that they were in the process of changing their values and their whatever they're doing, but I don't really sense that that's what's happening here. We'll see though. This is just me tapping into it just now, but it's kind of looking like to me, it's like you're purposely trying to avoid a truth. Like, this isn't something like a truth has been presented and then you're just kind of in denial about it. I feel like you're just in denial, period, to where you don't want to hear the truth. That's what I'm getting from here. So this whole process of making changes, I don't think that that was true. No, actually, that is right, because according to astrology forecast, I was picking that up, like people claiming to want to change and to heal, but their actions don't prove that at all. That's okay. All right, well, part 2 version will be on Patreon.